Good morning, sports world. Welcome back to another show of Can I Get Some Sports with That? We got a wonderful panel here today, and I'm going to introduce each and one of them. But before we do, I want to say rest in peace to Takeoff. So we go do a moment of silence and put your blunts in the air for Takeoff, and then we into the show. All right. God bless. All right. Today we got Neil. Neil, say what's up to the people.
Yo, y'all see it? Y'all see it? We made some moves. All
right. We got Phil. Phil, say what's up to the crowd.
What's good, y'all? RP to Takeoff, man. Sad day today.
Stop the violence, unnecessary violence. Chris, introduce yourself. Well, people already know you, but welcome your fan base.
What up, y'all? We back in the building. Chi-town in the West Coast for sure.
And I told y'all we always get our people back from the cartel. D-Boy, welcome back, baby. Welcome back. We got him back. We paid that ransom.
Yes, sir. Boys back in the building.
Yo.
And I'm your man, Marcus, and we just go jump right into it. So a lot of stuff been going on today. And one thing I want to talk about first, Steve Nash being fired. And my man Udoka being hired like ASAP. Man, what y'all think about that? ASAP. And since it's been a while, D-Boy, I want to hear your thoughts on it first.
Hey, so what's crazy, I'm playing 2K before I leave for work, and the notification come to my wife's phone. She like, oh, so he stepped down, huh? And I'm like, who you talking about? He like, the next coach, what's his name? I was like, oh, Steve Nash. She was like, yeah. So I'm thinking it was a mutual agreement. Like, okay, you want me to leave, I want to leave, all right, bye. But then I get the notification on my phone talking about they fired his ass. I was like, damn. Okay.
He got the Vince McMahon.
And then
you're fired.
Hey, so when I saw that notification that he got fired, I was like, man, motherfucker shouldn't have been hired as the coach any goddamn way. That was Kyrie Irving, all fast, man. Talk about him and KD, man. Anyway, now I'm Udoka, the coach. Hey, real shit. Brooklyn finna be on bullshit. Like they may have got their ass beat by the Bulls last night, but that's regular season. They gonna be a problem, cause guess what? Udoka finna have them playing something that they don't play right now. And that's called what? Defense.
What I say, Bill? What I say yesterday?
Defense.
They did not cap about it. They listen. They must have heard you.
Defense. Hey, he finna have Ben Simmons defensive player of the year candidate when that motherfucker, well, that's if he decides to quit being a bitch and actually play. But anyway, right.
All right.
So he finna, man, yeah, that was a good move right there.
So you like that move?
Oh yeah, I love the move. Hate that we had Billy dumbass Donovan over Udoka, but yeah, somebody got it right.
All right. Well, so Chris, does this make them better? Are they going? Is this like, okay, now we got a coach that's worth some? Are we going to the championship? Are we going to the finals? And what's going to happen with Boston?
First of all, I think Boston's going to be in a real shitty move. They are going to be a contender because that's a very talented team. They have the experience of being there. But the Nets having their former coach, that makes the Nets scary because, as D-Boy alluded to, Udoka is a defensive-minded coach. He makes his teams play defense. And when he was the head coach of the Boston Celtics, that was a really good
They was
defensive
the number
team.
one defense.
And then I look at the Nets roster and I get a little concerned because they do have, as D-Boy alluded to, Ben Simmons, who is a monster. That boy is 6 foot, 300,000 feet tall. And he's long, he's athletic, and if he starts to play defense, that could really change that team. And then offensively,
But that's only one person playing defense, though. What about the rest of the team? The rest of the niggas still can't guard.
KD,
I wasn't done. I wasn't done. First of all,
let him finish up.
My bad.
then second, if you get KD to play the defense he's capable of playing, you have 2 to 3 times 7-footers on the court that can like really jump in passing lanes. And with Kyrie's ball handling, all they got to do is get some steals and start running the floor. And look out, they still got Seth Curry on the bench. They still got some talent you got to look out for. And if they start playing some defense, that team's kind of scary because Ben Simmons can be a wild card. And I've been alluding to it. I was alluding to it last year. A pick and roll with Ben Simmons and KD is very, very freaking scary. They both like 7 feet tall, bro. And you know what KD can do if you know what he can do. It's no secret what he can do if he get room. And Ben Simmons is a threat around the basket. He's a legit. That's what he does. He can't shoot, but around the basket, he could do some damage with his non-shooting ass. But it makes the Nets really, really scary. And I expect the Celtics because I like that Celtics team. I like how it's built. I like the players. I like the superstars. The soon-to-be superstars. I just hope that this trade doesn't affect them and their coach being hired, take them off their focus and make them waver for their focus. I hope they
But
still.
they got a coach though. They got a coach though. Joe Mazzulla is.
Hold on, because this leads me into a question for Phil. So Phil, with them being a potential dangerous team like they should have been already, when we talk about the Nets, does the frenzy that the media put on Coach Udoka, is it going to mess with any more chemistry with the team? And how do you feel about them hiring him getting another job compared to other athletes that has been dragged through the mud, or some who haven't been dragged through the mud, who needs to be dragged through the mud? Give me your thoughts on that. Like, what are your feelings and thoughts about the chemistry, the coach being hired, and the media play on it?
I feel like the chemistry will be fine. I think that, I feel like Ime Udoka is a player's coach. So, he's going to the players going to like him. He's a likable kind of dude. He's a very good coach. He's definitely going to change the culture of this team and what they do. I do believe that he will improve their defense. I don't think it'll be a top-notch defense, but I think it'll be much better than it is now. It'll be respectable. And I honestly feel like he if anybody can bring out, what they need out of Ben Simmons, I think it can be Ime Udoka. I mean, look what he did with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They stepped and Marcus Smart. They stepped up to another level with him just 1 year, and they went to the finals. I'm not going to go as far as say, they could go to the finals now. I still believe Boston is a threat. They're a well-oiled machine. I think the coach they have now, he was one of the assistants, and I think the players respond to him well. So I believe they're definitely going to still be a threat. But in terms of like the media play of it, honestly, I don't believe that it will play much of a factor, especially on a team like the Nets, because they have Kyrie.
Hey, good point.
So I mean, they used to dealing with stuff like this. I don't think it's going to stop what they're trying to do because Ime Udoka is a guy who seems like he's not fazed by anything like that, and he just gonna take the punches. Say they gonna say what they say, but it's not gonna stop.
Do he stop Kyrie from taking a vacation if he just decide he gonna take a random vacation in the middle of the season and want to fight for a crown?
I honestly don't think Kyrie taking a vacation is going to be a problem this year, mainly because, contract year, trying to get some money. So, I think Kyrie is going, plus not only that, I think Kyrie wants to, prove that he can lock in and he wants to win the championship. I do honestly believe Kyrie wants to win the championship in Brooklyn with KD. So I think he's going to lock in this year along with the rest of the team. And I believe it's going to take some time. I feel like with Ime Udoka being there, I think that is something that's going to, help the Nets. Real quick though, just to go off topic for one quick second, I know everybody's been talking about Ime Udoka and the things that he's done. In my opinion, that's his personal business. But no one's been talking about Brett Favre and his whole scandal with the welfare. I just want to, just bring that to light and. There hasn't been any updates. It's been real quiet. I just want to bring some of that back to light because I feel like we're gonna drag down a black man who had an affair, but that's his personal business. Yes, he did break a code of conduct with the Boston Celtics, but I feel like that was kind of bogus to publicize that kind of information. But it is what it is. I just wanted to bring light to the things that Brett Favre was doing. I feel like he shouldn't be he shouldn't skate by without anyone criticizing him, in my opinion. And I think what he done was wrong and illegal, literally. So I think he should be punished. But I don't work for the court system or nothing like that. It's just my opinion. That's all I got to say about it.
All right. And Neil, question. Do you think it was too much media play on Coach Udoka? And was it worth hiring him as a head coach? And do you think it's going to make a big difference in the Nets organization?
I think when it came to how the media covered the whole Ime Udoka situation, I feel like it was only blown out of proportion because of how Boston first initially chose to have their people, go talk to reporters and media outlets and tell them the stuff because it first broke headlines. All it said was Ime Udoka violated a team policy. More will be disclosed later.
Yeah.
And then a few days later, we get what happened. So the fact that they pretty much dramatized it. Like literally. They give the first initial report, but they don't want to say what it is all at once. And then a few days later, you get the rest of it. And then, once you say what happened, then you got fans that instantly went to the Boston Celtics, team website and team personnel, and they started pointing out all different types of women. And, it just became this whole thing that it didn't have to be had they either just kept quiet or just came out and said he's suspended and the reason why all at once because they chose to drop a cliffhanger in there, and then after that they gave the background of what happened, and then after that, then came the decision. So like it literally was like a 3-part thing with the Boston Celtics, and that like it just didn't have to be that. Like honestly, they could have just said we're suspending him for breaking a team violation and really left it at that. They didn't have to air out all of the dirty laundry. Like if y'all wanted to make it known that he was being suspended, fine, let that be known. But y'all didn't have to do what y'all did and how y'all did it. But I think it does make a big impact for the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know if they go into the finals, and I know he'll help them improve on defense, but improving on defense also means changing player personnel too, because it's not like they have defenders on the team, and you can only get 9 defenders to defend so much. So when you got Joe Harris and Seth Curry,
That's right, Carnell.
And don't get me wrong, I like Kyrie, but I love Kyrie, but KD isn't too interested on playing defense no more, because I think he's still a little afraid about getting hurt, and he's been hurt. He's been getting hurt the last couple of years. So I think even if Udoka does get him to play on defense, I don't know if it'll be KD or old Golden State KD on defense. He was out there getting blocks and locking motherfuckers down, and but I think it does make a big impact for the Nets. I think it does put them maybe back in top 5 in the East, maybe. I would say that they may be between about 5 and 7 in the East. So they probably have to go through the play-in tournament again, but I think they'll at least be able to make it to the second round of the playoffs, depending on who they play.
You did know why I picked you last to go, right?
Yeah.
Why I pick you last?
Well, actually, I want you to tell me why, because honestly, I don't know.
I picked you last because didn't you just tell Brooklyn and the Lakers they got till Christmas?
Oh, yeah. I definitely did say that, too. And I was getting to that. I know I was talking a little bit, but I was going to get to that. I
need you to let the world know who Chief is around here.
I definitely told the Brooklyn Nets and the Los Angeles Lakers last episode that they better get it together. I told them they had till Christmas to figure it out, or else they wasn't going to make the playoffs, either one of them teams at either conference. So what the Brooklyn Nets do, they fire Steve Nash the next day, hire Ime Udoka. The boys must have heard me or something. The basketball guys must have relayed the message. The basketball guys heard me and was like, "We shall now bring deliverance upon the Brooklyn Nets." You feel me? So I'm guessing the basketball guys sort of heard my prayer for the Brooklyn Nets to turn it around to make it interesting in the East. Okay, we need to see what this East is going to be like again this year. Because if you ask me, the Eastern Conference was the better conference last year.
That's another good point, Neil.
That D-boy called them on the red phone. And
then, real quick, they only got better. Because the Eastern Conference just got Donovan Mitchell. So the Eastern Conference only got better. So it's only going to get more interesting in the East. So the Brooklyn Nets.
So real quick, who's winning finals, East or West? Carnell.
I got the Eastern Conference winning the finals this year.
You better know it.
Phil.
I'm definitely taking
East or West. D-boy, East or West?
I gotta go West. Because it's still it's still a team in San Francisco that much as I can't stand they man, still low, bro. And they got his West, man. He helped.
All right. And Chris, you say you got East?
East, all the way, baby.
Well, I got to go with D-boy. I still got West Coast. Like he said.
We know the light skin is going to be a factor. We already know the light skins ain't going nowhere.
You still got the baby assassin over there.
Don't let them see Boston again.
Please don't let them see Boston again. I don't think they don't want to see Boston again.
Don't let them see. And
They don't want to see
too.
Boston again. They really don't. They really
Didn't
don't.
they beat Boston in 6?
But they didn't beat this Boston team in 6, bro.
They
Not
didn't
with,
beat
I'm
this
saying
Boston
that.
team.
Not this Boston team. This one
not with,
different.
not with Malcolm Brogdon, bro. Not when you got Gallinari coming back too to add more shooting for them boys. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like
Gallinari washed up.
It's only gonna get more dangerous, man.
I'll tell you another team they ain't trying to see. They ain't trying to see them boys in Milwaukee either.
I was just gonna say that too. They don't want to see Giannis.
They don't want to see Giannis, bro.
James Wiseman not ready for Giannis. He gonna make that boy look like
they thought LeBron was something to see, bro. Wait till they see Giannis on that stage. Boy, they don't want to see that.
Well, they gonna have to do something before the trade deadline to beat them? That's what y'all saying?
Without a doubt.
What can you do?
Hey,
what can you do?
Right, Phil, I'm finna tell you right now, if it do end up being Milwaukee and go to the state, I'm telling you right now, Draymond finna play mind games with that man.
They too big.
No. Giannis is too big for anybody on the team.
You can't play mind games.
Like Mark said,
you can't play mind games.
What you call
Bro, the whole point of Giannis' game is that he coming right at you every time. That does not change every game.
Hey,
it don't matter who it is.
Hey, if you got the greatest shooter in NBA history on your team, you gonna automatically the favorite.
And not just that. You never know. Draymond Green might get traded by the trade deadline if he keep acting up.
Hey, D-boy, I hear what you're saying, but you can't play Madden. Giannis ain't going for nothing man game shit. He ain't that man
one
games ain't gonna work on
one of
Giannis,
them handling the ball, the other ones are shooting. And they still blocking shots. Come on.
And Giannis still got a bunch of shooters too. Let's not act like the Milwaukee Bucks can't shoot the lights out too, because they can.
Fact.
All right, so I'm not gonna let y'all get away. Not today. We'll probably save it for another show. But speaking of trade deadlines, that does transition us into the NFL once again, with being the trade deadline day. So with a lot going on, we got Roquan Smith to the Ravens. We got Quinn to my Eagles. We got Hawkinson going to the rivals, to the Vikings.
That's crazy. Real quick, I just can't believe they traded within the division. That was wild. I think that was the wildest trade to me, the whole trade deadline.
I'm gonna get to y'all wildest trade. We got Claypool to the Bears. We got Bradley Chubb with a first-round pick and Chase Edmonds going to the being traded from the Dolphins to the Broncos. The 49ers send Jeff Wilson to the Dolphins for a draft pick. We got the Falcons with suspended Calvin Ridley to the Jaguars. We got the Steelers making a deal with the Commanders for the cornerback William Jackson, who wasn't very happy there. And then we got my man's Naheem Hines going to the Bills. Now the Bills have a legit running back.
My fantasy just got better.
So I'm going to kick it off with Chris. Chris, what is your biggest story for the trade deadline? Like, who won? Like, what was the best move?
Oh, the best move?
The best move and the wildest move.
Oh boy, that's a good one. The best move I would say was Naheem Hines. That was one of the best.
Oh wow,
moves.
I thought you was gonna say something about the Bears. Okay.
Yeah. Hold on. They in a running now. That would be kind of one of my wildest moves because Ryan Poles got busy. He wasn't fucking around, bro. He just started pulling. It was just like once he started, bro, he just started pulling the trigger. You gone. you gone. You out. You out. You out. You like it was, and it was just random, bro. You just randomly like Robert Quinn. It was just like so random. Like you woke up, Robert Quinn, gone. Then you go up, you go to sleep, wake up the next day, Roquan Smith, gone. Like damn.
Cleaning house.
Cleaning house, and then all of a sudden this morning the messages start popping in the group. The Bears trade for Claypool. Like what? He got busy. He got draft picks. He got himself a receiver. Like yeah, that was the wildest because I wasn't. The Bears ain't made no real moves in eons. No moves like this. Like they might make one blockbuster move here and there, like Khalil Mack, but that's usually it. Like he made 3. No, is that 4? Claypool, Quinn, and Roquan. So we made 3 moves that just told they was coming out of nowhere. You was just waking up. Like, damn, he made it. Like, I even thought David Montgomery was gone. I started hearing it. I'm like, dang, he finna move David too. Like, everybody gone. But I can't say I'm mad. The team going in the right direction. So that was my wildest. Yeah.
So, Neil, do you agree or do you have another one in mind?
So if you ask me, I think the best trade, don't get me wrong, Nyheim Hines, that was a very, very, very good trade. But I think if you ask me, the best trade of the whole trade deadline was Bradley Chubb to the Dolphins. That was huge because what it does is it helps shore up their defense in the one spot that they were kind of weak at, which was linebacker. So now they got in my opinion, you got a top 10 linebacker. You still got a secondary. Their front 4 is nice. And, that's just going to only help bolster an already very, very good team, which now, in my opinion, that makes them top 3 AFC. You got Bills, Chiefs, Dolphins. Top 3 AFC. But
I think that purple team might not agree with you.
I think the wildest trade to me was that TJ Hawkinson to the Vikings. Like trading within your own division. Like now y'all gotta see this man again.
Again and again and again.
Again and again and again. Like I don't know if the Lions and the Vikings have already played yet this year, but if they haven't, that means you got to see this man twice in the same year that you just traded him. You got to see that man twice in the same year you just traded him. And then
he gonna put up numbers because he with Kirk Cousins.
Exactly, he with Kirk. Now you giving Kirk Cousins a tight end. So now not only does that free up Justin Jefferson, now you can't just double Justin Jefferson. Now you got to worry about TJ Hawkinson because you ask me, that's top 5 tight end in the league. He was just stuck in Detroit. You feel me?
Seems like that's where everybody from is when they get to Detroit.
Keep trying to sell y'all, man. It's Detroit.
D-Boy, what's your thoughts on this?
Yo. Hey. Ryan Poles. Hey. King motherfucking Poles. That's
King Poles.
Now King Poles.
But I was optimistic about him, but now seeing what he did, hey, my nigga, King motherfucking Poles. And he ain't done. Watch pull a rabbit out the hat in the offseason. I don't know what gonna be, but he gonna pull off some bullshit. If that motherfucker go get OBJ, I'm gonna make a whole statement right now.
You think the Bears gonna get OBJ? You crazy?
Come next year, going to the Super Bowl.
Hey, we got bread now. We got bread. We got money. We got money to
If we
blow.
get OBJ to come to the, if
Blow.
we get OBJ to come here, man, we go to the bowl next year. On my mom.
Real quick though, I did tell y'all that this was a different Bears organization. The McCaskies was stepping back, and I told y'all they was doing that because they trying to get that stadium in Arlington, and I told y'all that was gonna be the whole reason
Yeah,
why
they
the
gone
Bears
though. That's
organization
what I hate. They
changed.
gone.
So Phil, you the last one on deck. What's your thoughts on these trade deadlines, and what's the wildest one?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. That trade for the Ravens, and I think that's a game changer. They getting Roquan. It'll shore up that defense. I think it'll get them a leader. I think Roquan can be a leader for that defense and make a big change because that's what they need for real. I think it will better my case for Lamar Jackson, winning MVP because they're gonna be winning more games now. The
But where you
wildest
gonna play him
trade,
on? Outside or inside? Is he going back to inside linebacker? He gonna
I
stay
think they're gonna move
outside?
him around.
I would prefer him to be on the inside because that's what he best at, and he can show up that run defense. They secondary gonna do what they do. It's just gonna have to they're gonna have to get it together. But in my opinion, the wildest trade though, it's definitely that TJ Hawkinson trade because how do you trade within your? See, I don't think they realize how
Never
good
do
TJ
that.
Hawkinson was, or maybe they just filled his request. Maybe he wanted to go to the Vikings. I have no clue. Maybe he just wanted to get out of Detroit. But I think that was just crazy because how?
Yeah, and what did they get for him?
I think they got draft picks.
Yeah. But another trade I liked was the Bradley Chubb to the Dolphins. I think that's a big time trade, as well as Jeff Wilson going there because I think the Dolphins are really bolstering their roster right now. I think they going all in. They trying to make a push for the Super Bowl. I think they got the tools they need to do that. I believe they showing up all the holes right now. Still gonna be tough, but I think they doing what they need to do.
Yeah, they definitely are.
You know what? And I agree with everything you just said because I do have Roquan being the best move. It was shocking. It was very shocking when I heard it. And then I saw how much money the Bears will have afterwards. And then him going to the Ravens makes the Ravens much better. It's like that missing piece that they needed on defense. And it does make them more of a threat now. However, with the Bears turning around and grabbing Claypool is the wildest thing for me because I didn't see them picking up a free, trading for a wide receiver this early. I thought they were going to wait till offseason.
He's still young.
And he's still young, and it should open up Mooney and Harry and other receivers. It should even open up for Komet. And
he still got $100 million.
And still got money to play with.
120.
And who said OBJ to the Bears?
I'm gonna give me a shirt. That's
truthfully, I would love to see DJ Moore to the Bears, defense. But I wouldn't mind seeing OBJ as well.
Oh boy, OBJ to the Bears. Sign us up. Sign us up for that game.
So that's my wild pick is the Claypool because I want to go with Hawkinson as well because I'm like, what is Detroit doing? It's like I thought you were rebuilding. Now you look like you're not rebuilding. Like what are you doing?
Being Detroit.
Yeah, you go to Detroit to have your career die.
They about to waste a solid new head coach. I actually really like their head coach, and I think if it don't work out in Detroit with him, it'll work out with a different team somewhere else.
It's crazy because Detroit do be balling. It's just they
defense
don't score. I was about to say they can score. They just can't stop nobody from scoring.
Yeah, because they can score. Them boys put 30 on the board. I've seen they didn't put 30 on the board a couple of times.
Hey, wait, hold on. Hey, hold on, Chris. Hey, Phil, we play them in 2 weeks. Hey, the score gonna be 100 to 95. Bang.
Hey, if the Bears in Detroit, you might get. I ain't gonna lie, you might get that in that game. You might get it.
Yeah, it
Man, this
seemed
gonna
like
come
nobody
down
want
to
to play
that game.
defense when
Who
they
gonna
play
get the
Detroit.
ball last? That's what it's gonna be. Who gonna get the ball last? That's who gonna win the
Yup.
game.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who
Hey,
get
don't
the ball
let
last?
Fields get the ball last. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't let
Boy.
Fields get the ball last with the game on the line.
And one last thing before we get out of here. I just got to double check just for the fans because I know they was like bewildered. I'm gonna let you redeem yourself. Phil, what are your Super Bowl picks again?
This is going to be good.
All right.
Because I felt like you didn't get enough sleep last time, and you might be a little bit up. You know.
Okay, so
The sports world is waiting, sir.
I was capping on the Seahawks. You know, I do think they're a good team, but you know, not good enough to go to the Super Bowl. I was capping. I'll admit that. But I initially did say I want another LA Super Bowl. I do not believe the Rams are going to make it back to the Super Bowl this year. They're just not good enough. Some's not going right there. Maybe they could turn around, but this is going to be a surprising pick. I am going to go ahead and say that I'm going with the Eagles, man. I think they got all the tools they need to make this Super Bowl run. AJ Brown
Look at the smile you put on Marcus' face.
Good. I think Jalen Hurts. I think it's his
That's
time.
my next jersey.
This is he has brought this team together. He is just what this team needed to make another Super Bowl run. It's looking special over there. And I personally like Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? I like what he brings to the table. I think he's a better thrower than most people give him credit for. And I think he's a much better leader than people want to give him credit for as well. I think, and they still they're gonna be a factor as well.
And you got them going to get your Chargers, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. And D-Boy, what was your pick for the Super Bowl?
Who's my pick for the bowl?
Yeah.
All right. Before I get my pick, hey, cuz this for Zeus. Hey, cuz which color? Green or white?
Green.
Green. My man. You don't think I should do the black one?
Nah.
Green. Yeah, because that's my next jersey. Hey, real shit.
I got the black one. The black one hit though.
Say what?
I got the black one. Hit. It hits though.
Black. Yeah, but I'll do green.
But it's like for me, it's like bad luck because it's a Carson Wentz.
Nah.
So we gotta go green. We gotta go green.
You better go burn that jersey.
Hey, behind Jay Fields, that's my number 2 quarterback. Any black quarterback I'm pulling for, especially in today's NFL, because y'all know how they do the brothers. Hey, I don't think they gonna win the Super Bowl, but I got them playing the Bills. It's gonna be a good game. I just think Buffalo got right now. They got a little, and they got Naheem Hines now. Yeah, I got Eagles, Bills. I got Bills 27-24. Bills
27-24. Okay. And I already let the Eagles fans know. They probably still pissed at me, thinking I'm not a real Eagles fan. But like I said, I got Bills Mafia beating our Eagles. I didn't give a score. I'm gonna wait till later on in the season to give a score. And Neil, you still got the Bills and Eagles?
Sure.
With the Bills winning, and Chris, you got the Bears?
Yeah. Yeah. Here go my thing though. If your Birds make it to the Super Bowl, do they go undefeated or do they lose a game?
No,
Because
it's under the Tom Brady Act. We go be the second team that go. What was it? 18-0.
16-0. Yeah.
Hey,
Not no
hey,
19-0. It was
Y'all gonna
19-0.
lose
hey,
one
real
of them games
talk.
to Dallas. I ain't even gonna hold you. Y'all lose
Hey,
one of them games to
We ain't worried
Dallas.
about the Cowgirls.
They
Nah,
already
they
beat Dallas
ain't
the first
nobody
time.
worried about the
they gonna
Cowboys.
they
Oh,
gonna
well,
spank
they
the
definitely lose the
cowgirl.
second game. Then they gonna lose the second game to
They
Dallas.
ain't gonna lose to the cowgirls.
Nah,
The
they not losing.
cowgirls are
Hey,
not it.
You better try to
real
run
talk.
Pollard. You better not play with Zeke.
I'm trying to
Hey,
tell you,
Hey,
they gonna lose
I'm
a
gonna tell
game.
you right now.
The
If the
And they
Eagles,
gonna
cowgirls
lose a
ain't
game
gonna.
to the Giants.
nah, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you real quick. Hold on, cuz real quick. I don't want me to cut you off.
That Eagle defense for real.
The Eagles' defense is for real, but I'm gonna tell you
mhm.
the one team that's gonna give them a scare. They may not beat them, but they gonna give them a game. The Bears. They gotta come here the day before. Is it the day? No, it's the Sunday before Christmas. The Bears. Now that the Bears got their quarterback, they got a receiver. I'm not saying the Bears are gonna, but the Bears are going. That's gonna be a trap game. The Eagles better not come in overconfident. That's gonna be a trap game, like real talk.
You know what I see when I look at that on that schedule, the Bears? All I see is double doink. All I see is double doink. So we
Fight
just
me,
gonna leave
cuz.
that there.
Hey,
I'm just
Fight
gonna
me,
leave
hey,
that
Marcus.
right
why
there
you gotta
for
Fight
stab us?
me.
Why you gotta
Fight
stab
me,
me in the heart,
cuz.
bro?
Fight
Why
me,
you gotta
cuz.
stab us in the
Man,
heart?
talking about
See, that was
double
some
Oh,
dutch.
bullshit.
talk about the
That
Bears is
was a
gonna
good
give us
one.
a
See,
scare.
that was some bullshit.
Halloween's
But
over with
see,
already.
Phil, you gonna say he be on
Hey,
less bullshit when he moderates.
hey,
See?
I ain't gonna need a lot of y'all. No cow.
Man,
I
I
bet
can't
you
even
it's
blame them, man. You gonna say, man, they gonna lose to the Bears. It's a trap game. You
The,
get up out
out
of
of
here.
all teams, the Bears.
Boy,
This
that's
It's a
crazy.
trap
hey,
game.
real talk. I bet you defenses don't want to see that Bears run game now. 243 back to back weeks. Them
You know
niggas
what
is
I'm gonna
putting up
stop doing? I'm gonna
240.
stop paying ransom for you fuckers to come back on this damn show. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop paying ransoms.
Oh my
Bro,
goodness.
you saw what they did to Dallas. They put 240 on Dallas, 240 on the
Bro,
Patriots,
nah, I put it
240 the
on.
week before that. Hey, they can
It's
run that
crazy
ball.
that they ain't win none of them games.
Ain't win none of them games, but they ran, huh?
yes, we
Forrest Gump
did.
ran
We
too.
beat the
Yes, we did.
Patriots.
Oh yeah,
Forrest
y'all
Gump
did.
can run
Hey,
too.
Yeah, we beat the Patriots.
I
And
give y'all that. Y'all beat the
If
Patriots.
Montgomery don't fumble, that Dallas game going back and forth. Just think about that. That Dallas game was going back and forth to that fumble.
Yeah, that's
So
what
if
Tom.
Dallas
Pollard
defense didn't make
That's
a
what.
Pollard
play,
was about to
He
run
fumbled
it
in
200,
wasn't the
300 yards on y'all. What are you talking about?
The game was still going back and forth.
Chris, they
until
were
the
up
defense made a
2
play.
touchdowns.
Dude, it don't matter. The Bears were marching up and down the field. They didn't stop the Bears either. The Bears had brought it in between in
Until
Nah,
the
they was so good. They wasn't
until he
stopping
fumbled,
shit.
right? Until he fumbled. Until
until he fumbled. You
the
guys remember
defense
when he
forced a
fumbled, they was
fumble.
driving down the field then, and then this nigga fumbled. The nigga
Then the
that
defense
don't
made a play,
fumble,
and then the
the
defense
nigga
kept
that
playing
don't
defense.
fumble fumbles. That
You know
broke
what
me. Like,
happened?
Yep.
I know what it is. I know what it is, Phil. It's
So you're saying
because
they started playing defense.
they beat a great defense in the Patriots. And this is why Chris got so much confidence. That's what's going on. You can't
dude,
give
they
them an
ran the
inch
ball
because
down
Chris will take
the
a whole
Dallas
goddamn
Cowboys
yard.
throat. They ran the ball down Dallas' throat. They ran it down their throat. Dallas couldn't stop
Hey,
it.
I'm with Chris.
Dallas couldn't
Dallas
stop it.
wasn't stopping shit,
They
bro.
couldn't stop. Dude, if you
It
watch that
didn't
game,
matter.
the third quarter, Dallas players was getting hurt. They defensive players was folding, bro. Them
But
niggas was on the
Dallas
bench
gang they scored
tired.
on
And
every
so,
single
Okay,
possession.
D-Boy and Chris, I got one question for y'all. How many yards did they run on the Patriots and the Cowgirls?
243.
It doesn't matter what they ran because they still took an L.
Hey, it don't. All we was saying is teams are scared to see that run game, bro. They ain't just happy to play the Bears, bro. Especially in cold
Like
weather,
I
bro.
said,
You is
trap
not
game.
gonna be so happy to come
Y'all
in
better
and
not
face
come
that
in
run offense,
overconfident.
bro.
Trap
Yeah,
game.
Not in
and
the
teams are
cold
not happy to
weather.
go play
Not in
Tom
Soldier
Brady,
Field,
and
bro. Niggas ain't.
they're not happy to go play a 7-time champion,
And not,
but they still
and
go
just
in
think
there and
about
they still beat them.
how Fields been playing. Just think about how Fields has been progressing since they've been running him with the bro. We got three
Hey,
6'5"
all I'm gonna
receivers.
say is this: Bills
You
ain't
free
seen
up
defense
Mooney.
that fast.
It's
That's
an
a pretty
offense,
fast
bro. Y'all
defense.
just watch. It's an offense. I'm trying to tell y'all. It's an offense. Ain't no defense, but it's an
It's the
offense.
reason why they call it the Eagles. Them boys be flying.
Yeah, it's the no-fly zone.
Hey, if y'all can't stop the run, I feel sorry for y'all. Because y'all gonna take it.
Okay.
I know
So,
but y'all can't stop nobody.
Hey, I told you it's gonna be a shootout. Whoever get the first time, it's gonna be a shootout. Like Debo, it's gonna be a
well, we
shootout.
shall see. We shall see. So we go do closing arguments. So anybody got something to get off their chest before the end of the show about today's topics?
The Rams aren't making the playoffs, and the Green Bay Packers. I put the Green Bay Packers got a better chance of making the playoffs than the Los Angeles Rams do.
Wow, that's harsh.
The 49ers are going to let everybody down. They're going to let everybody.
That's all we got.
I got a bold take. Not so much a closing argument. I got a bold take.
We'll take those.
Kind of alluding to what Carnell said about the Packers. Aaron Rodgers finna retire. Watch. He gonna retire. He gonna fucking retire. Watch. If they don't make the playoffs, that motherfucker is gonna leave their ass high and dry. Watch. That's how much of a douche he is. If they don't make the playoffs, watch this motherfucker retire. He gonna take that $400 million and tell them to kiss his ass. Then he gonna go retire and smoke all the high ushkas. Man, look, that motherfucker finna go buy a warehouse full of ayahuascas. And then he gonna ride off into the sunset, him and his ayahuascas. He gonna have a ayahuasca party.
Ayahuasca.
And
ayahuasca,
Chris,
whatever.
You have any closing arguments or something you want to get off your chest?
I got some news for all those who have joined Bills Mafia. I got some news. I know this is a different year for the Buffalo Bills. This ain't the same team that went to 4 straight Super Bowls and lost them all. This ain't that team. This is a much better team. And I know there is a Von Miller effect. But I want all of y'all to know in Bills Mafia, Patrick Mahomes ain't forgot about that loss at Arrowhead. And he's been waiting for his chance to get that guy back. And next time coming, Bills Mafia, his name is still Patrick Mahomes. And all y'all said that they go to the Super Bowl, that same Patrick Mahomes is going to have something to say. He's going to have something to say. He going to have something to say. And he's in a vengeance mode. He going to avenge his L that he took at home. And
I think if Patrick Mahomes want to see Josh Allen in the AFC Championship game, he gonna have to go through Tua and Tyreek Hill first.
That's not a problem.
He gotta go through Justin Herbert first.
Justin Herbert not gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah,
bro,
I'm sorry.
Put some money on your mouth, cuz. Fight me right now.
I will, Phil. Because Phil, I'm not gonna say y'all ain't talented enough. It's coaching, Phil. Coaching gonna let y'all down, Phil. Coaching gonna let y'all down. Coaching.
Y'all losing games y'all supposed to win. Y'all
we're gonna win in spite of our coach.
Y'all let my third favorite.
We're gonna have a players on. We're gonna have a
Y'all let my third favorite quarterback in the league come put 30 on y'all.
Talk to the team, okay? I already went and talked to the team. We had a players meeting, you know what I'm saying? We got it together. We finna take off now, you know, after this little bye week.
You got till Thanksgiving to get your shit together.
I swear, y'all got till Thanksgiving
to get it
together, bro. Y'all better get it figured out by Thanksgiving.
Play better. Austin Eckler is going to be back, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all better get Bosa.
Both of our receivers are going to be back.
You better hope your receivers can stay healthy, because Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, them boys can't. You might as well call them street clothes too, all right? Anthony Davis, Keenan Allen, and Mike Williams, bro. They all
chill out.
And Joey Bosa and Joe
You
Street
trying to fight?
Clothes
What's up,
Bosa.
man?
Okay, I'm a cut it there. All I'm going to say is by game 11, Derek Carr will be on the bench.
Damn.
So, with that said, I'd
real
like to say
talk.
thank you for tuning in to Can I Get Some Sports with That? We definitely appreciate you. We love you. Hit the like button, leave comments, follow us on Twitter, subscribe, and as we take off, love.